COBOL. A team drawn from several computer manufacturers and the Pentagon developed COBOL, Naval Tactical Data System. The U.S. Navy Tactical Data System uses computers to integrate and display shipboard radar, sonar and communications data. This real-time information system began operating in the early 1960s. In October 1961, the Navy tested the NTDS on the USS Oriskany carrier and the USS King and USS Maine frigates. After being successfully used for decades, NTDS was phased out in favor of the newer Aegis system in the 1980s. Cram. Card Random Access Memory, CRAM, is introduced. The NCR 315 and several later NCR mainframes used this mechanically complex magnetic CRAM for secondary storage. The Mylar cards were suspended from rods that selected and dropped one at a time for processing. Each CRAM deck of 256 cards recorded about 5.5 megabytes. ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, permits machines from different manufacturers to exchange data. The ASCII code consisted of 128 unique strings of ones and zeros. Each sequence represented a letter of the English alphabet, an Arabic numeral, an assortment of punctuation marks and symbols, or a function such as a carriage return. ASCII can only represent up to 256 symbols, and for this reason many other languages are better supported by Unicode, which has the ability to represent over 100,000 symbols. TROS. IBM introduces Transformer Read-Only Storage, TROS, with the arrival of the IBM 360. TROS modules preceded solid-state ROM chips, and each bit of this read-only memory for microcode was a little magnetic transformer. Punches in the Mylar strips controlled whether current flowed through the transformer or around it, representing a binary 0 or a 1, IBM 1360. The IBM 1360 photo-digital storage system is installed at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. The system could read and write up to 1 trillion bits of information, the first such system in the world. The 1360 used thin strips of film on which were written data created by an electron beam and a wet photographic development process. The system used sophisticated error correction and a pneumatic robot to move the film strips to and from a storage unit. Only 5 were built. The RS-232C standard. The RS-232C standard for communications is adopted by the Electronic Industries Association. The standard permits computers and peripheral devices to transmit information serially, that is, one bit at a time.